Hello everyone, we welcome you all to one more video in this question series. So this question series has specifically been developed taking into consideration that you know the basics of all these things and you might need help while solving questions. That's why we came up with the idea of these question series. So we are going to cover all of this in the consequent videos. So this is a specific section which we have taken into consideration that you people know the basics of it, while some of you might be struggling with the solutions of all of this. That's why we started this. So no need to worry, we are going to consider all of this in our consequent videos. So this was one of the questions which was given in IIT JEE Advanced 2019. So the question is something like this. So in this case it was given A, B, C react to give the product. I am writing it as P. So you know very well the rate of the reaction is given by dP dt equal to K into concentration of A to the power alpha, concentration of B to the power beta, and concentration of C to the power gamma, where alpha, beta and gamma are the orders of the reaction with respect to A, B and C respectively. So the order of the reaction is alpha with respect to A, beta with respect to B and gamma with respect to C. Now I believe you know the difference between order and molecularity of a reaction. In this case we cannot write it like this, in which cases we cannot write it like this, mind it. We can only write this if the reaction is an elementary reaction. Here nowhere it is stated that it is a elementary reaction, so we cannot write like this. We have to consider that the reaction is of order alpha with respect to A, beta with respect to B and gamma with respect to C. Now what is given? This is the rate of the reaction. This is the rate of the reaction. Now I have chalked out the solution for you. Now I will explain how we are approaching this. We need this table as of now. So the rate of the reaction is given by this expression, where K, small k, is the rate constant. I believe you all know this. So we are going to approach it from this equation itself. So what is given? We are going to consider this as this rate as R1, this as R2, this as R3 and this as R4. So how can we write R1? R1 can be written as this. K is the rate constant as I have said earlier. So in this case it has been given that concentration of A is 0.2, so we have written 0.2 over here. It is given 0.1 B, so we have written 0.1 over here, and in case of C it is given 0.1, so we have written 0.1 over here. These are the concentrations of A, B and C given in the problem itself. So what are we getting? This one is again given in the problem itself. This is the rate of the reaction. You write the rate of the reaction equal to the rate constant into 0.2 to the power alpha, 0.1 to the power beta and 0.1 to the power gamma. Now you give this as equation 1. Now similarly, if you consider, you can write possibly in the same way. I am showing you one more as well. In case of R2, it is given, you see, R2 is given as 6.0 into 10 to the power minus 5. I have written it. The rate of the reaction is given as 6.0 into 10 to the power minus 5. The rate constant for a reaction is always going to be the same, provided the reaction is being done at the same temperature. You mind it. Now it is again 0.2 to the power alpha, 0.2 to the power beta and 0.1 to the power gamma. That's how we are writing equation 3 and 4 as well. Now what we are doing, if we divide R2 by R1, we are dividing R2 by R1. So what we are getting? So if you divide this, you understand you are getting 1 here, and on the other side this and this gets cancelled, this alpha portion also gets cancelled. Now you are left with 0.2 to the power beta by 0.1 to the power beta. That's what I have written. It's coming out to be 2 to the power beta, because 0.2 by 0.1 is coming as 2. So now you can write 1 as 2 to the power 0, because anything to the power 0 is 1. So 2 to the power 0 is equals to 2 to the power beta. That's how beta equals to 0. Now we have determined the value of beta. Now using the same procedure, we are going to determine the value of gamma and alpha as well. So if you are dividing R3 by R1, similarly you are going to get 2. You do it out yourself and convince yourself that what I am telling is right. And if you have any problem, please do let us know. So this equals to 2 to the power gamma. If you divide R3 by R1, you are going to end up with this. That means gamma equals to 1. Similarly, if we are dividing R4 by R1, you would be getting the value of alpha. You do it out yourself and convince yourselves. If you are not able to do, then please do let us know. You are going to follow the same procedure that I have followed for R2 by R1. You are going to divide R3 by R1, you are going to divide R4 by R1. And following this, you are going to get the value of beta, alpha and gamma. So now what we can write is the value of alpha is coming out to be 1, the value of beta is coming out to be 0, the value of gamma is coming out to be 1. So now if we take any of the expressions, suppose in this case what we have taken is, we have taken this expression, equation 2. We have taken equation 2. No need to take equation 2. You can take equation 1, 3, 4, whatever you want you can take, and plug in the values of alpha, beta and gamma along with the values of R1, R2, R3, R4, whatever is given. Since I am taking equation 2, I am plugging in the value of R2, which is given as 6.0 into 10 to the power minus 5. So once you plug this value in, you are going to obtain the value of k from this. You are going to obtain the value of k by plugging in the values of alpha, beta and gamma in equation 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever you want. You plug in the values in any one of the equations, you are going to get the value of the rate constant. So once you have got the value of the rate constant, half of your problem is done. Not even half, 3/4 of your problem is done here. So now what you are going to do? You see, it has been asked that the rate of the reaction for A equals to this concentration, B equals to this concentration and C equals to this concentration is found to be this. That means the rate, you have to determine the rate. That's how you are going to get the value of Y. So now we are going to determine the rate for these specific concentrations that are given. So now we are going to determine the rate for these specific concentrations that are given. We are again going to plug in the values. So in the very first step, what I told is this one. You plug in the values here. So the rate is given by k into a to the power alpha, b to the power beta, c to the power gamma. We have determined the values of alpha, beta and gamma, and now you plug it in, a to the power 1, b to the power 0 and c to the power 1 again, because you have plugged in the values of alpha, beta and gamma. Now the values of alpha, a, b and c are given in the problem itself. You see, it's given in the problem itself. This is what has been asked. You determine the rate while the concentrations of A, B and C are this and this respectively. So we have plugged in the values of A, B and C respectively, and what we have obtained is this. Again, you do it yourself and convince yourself that whatever I am obtaining is correct only, and the unit is going to be this. You also chalk out the units yourself. If you have any problem, then do let us know. The units should not be a problem in this case, because all of them are in the same units. That's why no problem with the units in this case. So the answer comes out to be 6.75, because this part is already given here. Okay, so I hope this video has been helpful to you. If you have liked it and you want more questions to be solved over here, then please do like and subscribe to this channel. And if you have any specific question requests, then please do let us know in the comment section below, or you can text us over Facebook and Instagram as well. Thank you very much.